you ladies and gentlemen in Twitchville, you'll know what I'm talking about when your hands and feet twitch like mine do. We've got a great show lined up for you today. We're going to do an intro, a little bit of a teaser, then an intro, then we'll get right to the meat and potatoes. We're going to do Tool 12. Is it keeping up, putting into daily practice the tools from 1 to 11? Oh man, there's some really good stuff in here. We're also going to go over all of the trails where you live. And you know what? It's going to be a lot of fun. Think about this. I know you're in pain, but if you can get out to the trail system, take your smartphone with you that's got a camera, or take a camera, or take your video camera like this. I mean, Avado, you can pick it up now for like $60 on eBay, a high-def camera, and go out on those trails and start taking some video. Come on back and do a narration for yourself. It gives you something to do. Remember, we were talking about that slight edge principle and how we want to get diversions out there, give you something to do. It's enjoyable stuff, right? Okay. Give me 30 seconds from the intro, and then we'll get into all of this stuff. Oh, I almost forgot, didn't I? Day 24, September 6th, blood sugar 6.6. I like it. Blood pressure 134 over 89, and pain is sitting at, wait for it, it's sitting at, oh, didn't do it again. Usually that helps. Pain is sitting at 7. We'll see you on the other side of this way of the teaser. Bye. Welcome to the eFlexonics Podcast Network. Join us for the latest tips and tricks from experts in their fields, showing you how you can be happy, healthy, and more productive when using technology, either at home or at work. Remember, tech shouldn't have to hurt. Our motto is everything healthful and helpful for the computer user. Enjoy the show. Rick and Pat. Day 24 coming at you. If you hear noise during this show, next door, about a month ago we had a big flood. And took out our furnace, and it took out a whole bunch of walls, and it took the bathroom of the suite, like mega damage. So the workmen are over there. Over there? Yeah. They are over there putting in a new furnace and stuff, so it might get a little noisy. So let's take a look. As promised today, Tool 12. Oh, yeah. Remember that tool, pain tool kit, whatever it's called? Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Tool number 12. And I think we're going to end up tomorrow. I think we end up finished from material from this. Okay, is keeping it up. Putting into daily practice the tools from 1 to 11. You may be asking yourself, do I have to put these tools into daily practice? What, every day? The simple answer is yes. Just as the person with diabetes has to take their treatment and medication and maintain their diet daily, like me, your treatment is planning, prioritizing, pacing, setting weekly or long-term goals, action plans, relaxation exercise, generally keeping active, and being in charge of your pain. I wish my pain I could just put in a bottle, screw on the cap and say, you sit over there for a while. Keeping it up is difficult for many people, but it's not as hard as you think once you've set yourself a routine. Just like brushing your teeth, self-managing your pain will become a habit. Thank goodness. Get others involved and make pain self-management fun. I'm sorry I'm chuckling. Some days it's not fun. Okay. So what they want you to do below that writing is, what 3 things I've learned about managing my pain in the pain toolkit. Okay, go ahead. I'll wait. Got a pen? Go ahead. Yeah. I'll wait. Go ahead. Put it down. You done yet? Okay. You didn't answer that question that fast. And then it says, what will I try? Examples of pacing your daily activities. Ironing. I love to iron. I find it oddly therapeutic. It's nice and relaxing because it gets the wrinkles out of my clothes. Maybe it gets the wrinkles out of my life. Maybe it's one of those things. As an alternative to doing a large amount all in one go, do smaller amounts frequently, or get your husband to do it. Ha ha. Instead of doing a whole washing load of ironing at once, spread it over a period of days. Example, have 2 or 3 piles. Have an urgent pile, a not-so-urgent pile, and I can do at the end of the week pile, or teach the people in your family how to iron. Actually, once they learn, they might get hooked on it and might enjoy it, and then that's one less thing you have to worry about, right? Shopping. Instead of doing one large weekly shopping, cut it down to a few trips to the shop per week. Divide your shopping into more bags so that you are not lifting and carrying heavy bags. Remember to ask staff to help you carry shopping out and put it in your car. Remembering to get someone, family or a neighbor, at home to lift and carry your shopping into the house. Or consider internet shopping. I love the internet shopping. I think it's the best thing since sliced cheese. And then you just have to pack the items away once they've been delivered to your home. Our daughter goes crazy over internet shopping. She just almost never has to leave the house. She does so much shopping for the internet. These are just a couple of examples. Oh, did you hear that? Oh yeah. There was the crack I was looking for. There you go. There may be many other daily activities that you need to think through before you tackle them. Remember, you build in secret little triggers, eh? Used to be when I was looking at somebody lifting something, no big deal. Psychologically, it was nothing. Now I look at something and I think, I could never do that. Isn't that funny how that trigger gets built in there? All right. If you stop and think about what you intend to do before you do it, then there's less of a chance that you will have a setback and in turn increase your condition. Remember, pacing is taking a break before you need it and spreading out your activities. Last December, my wife and I, Pat, were walking down the street this way. And it's down a little bit of a hill. And we had about 5 or 6 inches of snow. It was that large snowstorm for us anyway. And then ice on top of it. Everything was covered with ice. And we decided to go for a walk. No. And we were okay. I mean, everything was going fantastic. And the ice wasn't that bad. I have a pair of boots that are really, really good on ice. And you think, why would you go out on ice, right? But you take your time. You step in the snow. You're okay. My wife slips. She goes down on her back in the middle of the road. Don't ask me why. There's a car coming around the corner, coming down the hill. He can't stop. He puts on his brakes, and as you know, ice on brakes on a heavy car coming down, it just turns into a big ski, right? So he's going to run her over. So I have to grab her, scootle her across the road, lift her up, and Now that was a setback. Had that not have happened, see, it wasn't my fault. Had that not have happened, I might not have had a little bit of a setback, but it was a little bit of a setback. I have to admit, it wasn't that bad, because what I did was I kind of threw her like a curling rock across the road, It wasn't bad. But then at the end of the road, I had to kind of pick her up. I flipped her on her front and just kind of curled her. That's a new sport, curling with people. Yeah. Okay, having a setback plan. It is not realistic to think that you will never have a setback again. Remember, if you are an overachiever, it's easy to forget to pace yourself and in turn you may experience a setback. Don't forget to stretch before and after physical activities to avoid a setback. So the first thing you need to do is this. Does not panic. Many people do. It is best to have a setback plan ready if one occurs. My setback plan is pharmaceuticals? No, I'm joking. Setbacks are, how do you know that I iced my neck? You see, you don't know these things, right? From the first teaser, I go and ice my neck sometimes, so I'm fresh, right? Setbacks are usually caused by doing too much, overdoing it, pressure from others, or just forgetting you have a pain problem. How can you forget you have a pain problem? Don't get annoyed with yourself. It is common to occasionally have setbacks. If you are not sure how to prepare prepare a setback plan, ask your GP, that's general practitioner, or healthcare professional for help. Prioritize your responsibilities. Pace yourself. Break up tasks into smaller portions. Rest in between. Reduce your activities until the setback settles. Be kind to yourself. Say no to any unnecessary demands put upon you until you are feeling healthier. And do not be proud or scared to ask for help. Please. Remember I said, was it yesterday, that some people, they always give, and they never, or they always give, and they will never take a favor? Don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. Taking your medication. Follow or ask the advice of your GP or pharmacist about medication and when you should take it. If you have to take regular medication, think of ways to remind yourself to take it. Many people just simply forget. Use Post-it notes or a timer or get someone to remind you. For me, I have my medication blister packed. Oh, it's so much easier. Please remember that taking medication, if you have musculoskeletal pain, back, leg, arm, neck, etc., may mask the pain and encourage you to do more. Oh, yeah. Oh, I could tell you stories. For musculoskeletal pain, back, leg, arm, neck, etc., apply heat and or ice in a way that makes you most comfortable. You know what I do? I take we go to, I forget where we got them, the ice packs. They're blue. They're about this long, and they're in the form of a little ice cube. You know those ice cube trays? So they're kind of dimpled, right? And they're blue. And we've got about 6 of them. And we're about this big and about this wide. So one will wrap completely around my neck. And I will lay down in bed and put one right in my neck and then put a heating pad just below that. The combination of that really helps me because the shock of the ice can be... Oh, that's another thing. Avoid getting an ice burn. And you're talking about ice burn? What's that? On one side of those dimpled ice packs, I can take it because they've got a little cup with the ice and then they've got a little indentation, a little cup with ice. So the surface of the ice never fully contacts my neck. But if I flip it around to the other side where it's flat, I can only tolerate that on my neck for about 20 seconds before I'm writhing in agony because it is too cold. So you can actually give yourself an ice burn. Yeah, no kidding. I've tried it. I didn't try it for very long, mind you. Maybe 20 seconds. Where are we here? Oh, yeah. To relieve the initial pain, you could apply ice packs wrapped in a damp towel for 5 minutes every hour for the first 1 or 2 days. Always make sure you have a cloth or some type between your skin and the ice to prevent burning the skin and causing an ice burn. See, I just talked about that. It is not recommended that you lie on an ice pack, but I do with the dimples, right? People with rheumatic problems may prefer to use heat rather than ice. Again, if you're not sure, seek advice from your GP or healthcare professional. These things that I have, they wrap right around. Like if you're sinking into a pillow or a bed, they will sink right around. So they're not hard and rigid. Oh, yeah, hard, rigid ice pack would just drive me crazy. See if you can get them where they've got dimples in them like ice cubes. Oh, yeah, it's the way to go. Okay, take it easy. Briefly cut back on normal activities. Lie down for a short while and relax, but not for too long. Bed rest weakens muscle strength rapidly. You lose about 1% of total muscle strength a day if you become inactive. Remember, keeping active and mobile can actually speed your recovery. Yeah, it's true about a car battery. They lose 1% of their charge per day. So think about a car battery. After 100 days, you're kaput. No, I'm kidding. Try to start moving gently. Try to pace yourself. Begin gentle stretching and movement as soon as possible to regain normal suppleness. Keeping active may seem alien to you, but in pain self-management terms, learning to live with a persistent pain is a skill to be learned. Don't be put off. It does work. Relaxation, which I love, by the way. Using relaxation is another good way of managing a setback. Also accept the situation that you are experiencing a setback, and just as it came, it will go. Page 15 and 16, we've covered that. Okay, so we've covered the 2 pages for today. So We got that, right? Really, really important to be easy on yourself, to forgive yourself. You know you're going to have you don't know you're going to have a setback, but sometimes it's inevitable. We as humans, we just love to do weird things. Look at what I got here in my hand. It says, Discover Abbotsford's Trails. On the back here, it's got 24 trails that you can go on. So, if you're really bad in pain, I don't want you to go on trails. I mean, that would be ridiculous. But when you start feeling better, and you want a little bit of visual activity, walking down an asphalt paved road with cement buildings is not that intriguing. If you want to go and grab where you live, I'll bet you that they have a booklet on the trails that are close or in your city. Grab one of them and go on the internet and, take a little bit of a research and find which ones you like. There are trails that are paved, but they have trees beside them, right? That might be a nice little walk, but don't go alone. Take someone with you. And I had those little chairs. Those little chairs that I did a couple of podcasts ago, a long time ago now. They weigh 5 pounds and they support 250 pounds. They're perfect. So say, for example, you have somebody that's coming with you and you can't carry anything, get them to carry it in a small backpack, those chairs. 2 chairs is 10 pounds, right? So if you want to sit at any time, you have a chair, you can just fold it out. I'll put the link to the video of that chair one below this video, okay? All right, so here's the deal. Go out and see if you can grab your smartphone or a camera. Or, you know what? Smartphones have really good video cameras in them now. And here's what I'm thinking of doing. Tell me if this resonates with you. I'm thinking of going to Mill Lake. You know Mill Lake in Abbotsford? Or pick your favorite park. And I'm going to take video, and I'm just going to walk at a leisurely pace, right? I'm going to bring it back to the studio here. And then I'm going to narrate what I see. Okay, and then that's what I'm going to use to turn it into a relaxation walk, and then I'll put it into an MP3. I can strip away the video, keep the audio, put it into an MP3 format. That just means just the voice alone, right? And then upload it for you to enjoy if you ever go to Mill Lake, because what we'll do is we'll do visual cues. Like I'll say, okay, take 45 steps and then turn to the left and take a look at that big oak tree. So we're going to it's kind of like an Easter egg hunt. And what are those hunts that they put? Remember a couple of years ago they put clues and trees and on bridges and stuff, and there was like a $10,000 prize, kind of like that, but in a different way. An Easter egg hunt for pain sufferers, if you will. I think it's going to be really neat. It's one of the projects that I'm going to play with, and I really value your feedback. So as soon as I get the MP3 up, I will do a podcast and show you exactly how I did it and see if you'd be interested in doing something like that. Hey, it's fun, right? As a matter of fact, what that will do is that will get you blogging. I was just on a couple of days ago, I was on a webinar. And do you know how popular ebooks are becoming now? Oh my goodness. And do you know how much money people are making for writing ebooks? There was a woman, and I heard this for sure. I think on the Twit TV program, I can't remember, but there was a woman in East India. She writes fictional stories. Okay, so she writes short stories, and she charges between 99 cents and $1.99 or $1.99 for each story. And I think this was last year that I heard about this. And she made $1 million. $1 million in 1 year selling her short stories. I mean, come on. An MP3 is dirt cheap to make. You put it up on the web, you can sell it for between 99 cents and $1.99. It might make you some income. You never know. You just don't know about these things. Anyway, I get sidetracked so easily, don't I? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rick Holland, and I have been delighted to be your host today. Tomorrow is day 25, September 7th, and we will be yakking at you then. We'll always pick a different topic. And toodaloos till then, folks. Take care. Bye.